The Halo TV show gets canned after just 2 seasons. The hit Portal Halo hybrid gets a slick-looking sequel, and while you'll soon be able to hold Deadpool's juicy cheeks. I'm Ash Dixon, and this is Ginx News. Big rip everyone, the Halo TV show has been killed by Paramount. It's managed to trudge through 2 seasons, and while it's sad to see it go, I don't think anyone's mourning the actual show, just more what it could have been. Because in an era where game adaptations are actually some of the best shows on TV, an IP like Halo should have been a done deal. It's one of the most recognizable franchises in gaming, and narratively speaking, the source material is freaking great. And that's not just for the games, there's a whole load of fantastic books that they could have easily adapted. And man, they had such a simple roadmap. Follow the story of Reach for the first season, and then Halo Combat Evolved for the second. Hell, let us see the fall of Reach. But oh no, like so many TV shows that have come before it, Halo was never meant to serve the fans, it simply meant to get them through the door. Because the TV execs obviously know best. As proven by that infamous sex scene. Now look, I don't even care if Master Cheeks gets down and dirty. A lot of the plot was about him detaching from his super soldier programming. Discovering his sexuality as part of that kind of makes sense, but to do it with the enemy who's your prisoner while Cortana is just kind of there watching like a holographic cuck, so many questions. Plus, that woman literally just murdered loads of people. I didn't realize the punishment for that in the Halo universe is a good old down. Despite that, I do remember watching the first series while isolating with COVID and thinking, yeah, this was fine. But then again, maybe that's because the alternative was laying there feeling sorry for myself. And yeah, after hearing season 2 did review a bit better, I thought, yeah, maybe I'll watch it at some point. But of course, I never did, and clearly I'm not the only one. And yeah, the show could get picked up by someone else, but I'd be very surprised if anyone wants to touch such a high-budget sci-fi show with the firm reputation of being unbelievably mid. Plus, considering Fallout is now just casually sitting there with 16 Emmy nominations, while hordes of people salivate waiting for the second series of The Last of Us and Arcane, it's abundantly clear where the bar is now for TV adaptations. A bar that Halo cannot reach. But what do you think? Could they have pulled it round with season 3? And what does this mean for the wider Halo franchise? Talk about a fall from grace. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments. Splitgate 2 has just been announced, and oh, it's looking spicy. You may remember the original exploding onto the scene back in 2021. It was basically if Portal and Halo had a baby made by less than 20 individuals. I apologize for the image that I may have just put in your head. But basically, they were a small indie team with a cool little concept. You take an arena shooter, add in portals, and suddenly you can traverse the map and shoot your enemies in all kinds of interesting ways. And being free to play, people lapped it up. Before long, it was peaking at 2 million daily active users, which they were not prepared for. You know that meme with the dog just sitting there and everything is just on fire? Well, that was 1047 games. Fortunately for them, along with fire came financial opportunity. Suddenly, they found themselves with $100 million from investors. Not bad for a team that originally had only 4 engineers. The original plan was to pour that money into Splitgate, but then they realized the game just had too many technical limitations, and so they decided Splitgate 2, a new game built from the ground up, ready to fully capitalize on the game's unique concept. And I think it's a decision that people universally can get behind. People loved Splitgate, but it's clear it wasn't perfect. With the sequel, they're hoping to retain the fast-paced Portal action, but designed in a way that's a little more thoughtful and strategic. Either way, it will be out at some point next year, and it will likely be free. Just like our 7-day free trial of Patreon. Get access to exclusive content and generally just help keep the lights on. It's time for the Quickfire Round. First up, Mrs. Freeze is coming to Suicide Squad for its 2nd season. Now, the actual news of that headline is, oh, they're still releasing new content for that game, but to Rocksteady's credit, the small little snippet of gameplay does actually look pretty cool. Either way, Alex and I managed to pick up 3 copies due to Prime Day, so you can check out our stream on Tuesday when we'll see if it's as bad as everyone says. Next up, this might be the worst use of AI in gaming ever. You see, Metal Slug Awakening is a new mobile game, and its homepage contains the text, Metal Slug, a Japanese run-and-gun game by NASCAR which merged with SNK Metal Slug, a run-and-gun game series born from NASCAR and SNK's merger. You get the idea. Big up the companies, just not even trying anymore. Last up, ever wanted to play with Deadpool's butt? Well, now you can, thanks to this cheeky abomination from Xbox. Sadly, it ain't hitting the shops anytime soon, but you can potentially win it by following and reposting this tweet. And you've also won a sweet 7-day free trial to our Patreon, Ginx Plus. Check that out in the description below. Hit that like button and subscribe and have a bloody marvelous weekend.